Hey guys, I want to show you two new features that we just added to Simpleology. One, which is a new Start My Day module. It's a new module called Recurring Tasks, and I'll demonstrate that for you here in a couple of seconds. And the other is an enhancement that we just added to lists. So first, just a quick overview of what this module does. When you select it, any list that you set up as a recurring task will now be available to you to select from as a menu to add to your Start My Day process. And you can do with this anything that you normally would with anything that you would do that you added to the Dreamcatcher, for example. So you can delegate it, or you can make it a daily target, whatever. Okay, and I'll show you that in a second. First, let's talk about a really simple ease of use feature that we just added to lists. Now, by the way, we're adding stuff to Simpleology all the time that we don't tell you about. I can't blog about every single thing because things are improving and changing so fast. So keep your eye out for this stuff. But this particular one I think is appropriate for the discussion today. You'll notice on this list of lists here, now you have two new icons. So in addition to being able to publish the list, add items to the list, edit the name, delete it, and all that. Now what you can do is you can add an entire list over to your daily targets, or you can add it over to your Dreamcatcher. Really quick and easy for you to do in case you want to add one of these things over as a task with subtasks, if you like, as one of your daily targets. Okay, now, how does this work with recurring tasks? Well, what you do is you add a new list. You can name it whatever you want, and just make sure that you select type recurring task. Now, you'll see here that I have a few made for you. You'll notice that one of these has two of them have 3 items, and one has 0 items. So the point of this is this gives you a choice of management styles, right? So for example, in your daily chores, maybe one of your daily chores is feed the cats. Well, maybe you want all of your daily chores to show up as individual targets so you can tick them off one by one rather than tick them off as subtasks underneath the major heading of daily chores. Totally up to you to choose whatever management style you like. Again, this is the spirit of what we're wanting to do here, especially in the new way Simpleology is presenting itself, is we want to give you more options. Rather than be restrictive on a particular way that we think is the best way to do things, we'll gently encourage you to do things in a way that we think is more efficient, but also give you the freedom and flexibility to manage stuff however you see fit. So let's go ahead and try the Start My Day module. So if you just tick this box, by the way, you'll notice this little thing here. Use these modules next time I do Start My Day. That option was not there before. We never blogged about that. One of the many things that you'll discover when you log in. And by the way, you'll see here that we have lots and lots of modules for you to choose from. We're going to continually add to these. I encourage you to poke around and play with these modules. Many of them are really useful and have great productivity enhancing effects and otherwise. All right, so let's just go ahead and look at recurring tasks. And you'll notice here that we are not doing the morning brain dump. We're not doing major focus review. We're not doing delegate. We're not doing anything else. We're just doing the 2 required steps, do, deliberate, and dump, and then do, delegate, schedule, and dump. And then now we're adding recurring tasks. So when you start here, you'll see that you have a list of all of your recurring tasks. We don't show you all the information because it's not relevant, but let's just go ahead and select all of these. Let's just imagine that we want to turn all of these into tasks for today. And as you'll see here, these are now part of the normal selection process that you have. And you'll see here that I have stuff from my Dreamcatcher and from my previous daily targets list. And obviously this is just sort of a demonstration account. I don't actually intend to return a call from Carl Sagan. Not that I wouldn't were he alive, but we'll go ahead and select all of these and just hit do. Now you'll notice here that these are items categorized as do it. You hit next, and then you go through the next step. In this version of Start My Day, this now new, very customizable version of Start My Day. Now, we could delegate or schedule these things, delete them, whatever, but just for the purpose of demonstration today, we're going to mark all of these as do it now. And then that is it. You'll see that Start My Day is done. And then we go over here to daily targets, and you'll see that these recurring tasks are now part of this particular list of daily targets that we have. So you'll notice here that daily chores has subtasks in it. We could, if we wanted to, manage it this way, or we have feed the cats here separately. Again, totally your option to manage all of this stuff as you see fit. Now you could mark all of this as done, or you could undo it, and you could just mark these, the subtasks as done. By the way, this is your daily routine: wake up, be awesome, and sleep. Obviously a joke. This is something I just created. You can create with the system anything that you want. And yeah, so that's basically it. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them on the blog. As you know, I'm there every day, and I'll respond to you personally. And as always, I really look forward to your feedback and your suggestions. If you take a look at the feature request board, you'll see that tons of that stuff that we've been releasing has come from you guys requesting stuff. So we take that very, very seriously. We don't do everything that's requested, of course, because sometimes it's not practical or doesn't fit in with the philosophy of what we want to do. But we never ignore it. And every time we build something that you voted on in the past, you get those votes back to you. So it's very possible that you have more votes available to you now than you once thought, because we might have developed some of the things that you voted on or suggested. Okay, with that said, I'll see you on the blog.